through the magic of excitement and time, we are coming back to you. So good morning and welcome to Morning Motivational Rant. I'm your host, Dino the Genetic Marvel, and with me as always is Crystal Morency. Hey Crystal, how are you today?
I am good, Dino. How are you doing today in this beautiful location on day 2?
I am suffering in a world of hell beside a megaphone surrounded by a wedding party. It is exciting, exhilarating.
This is the next day if you use your imagination from yesterday's episode of Morning Motivational Rant.
We're just pigs and wear the same clothes every day.
I got to use my time travel again. I was so pumped about that. I've been waiting to use that so bad because
she just goes the whole. It's not this kind of squiggy line. That's like TV squiggy lines. It's this kind of squiggy. Fucking haters sometimes.
No, but he's not hating my idea to do it outside. Although there are 2 little kids hiding behind a tree right behind us. So on your side, on the other side.
Where? Oh, no, they're not looking at us in a creepy way.
No, but
they're looking at her in a creepy way because she's creepy.
I am creepy.
That's true.
No, it's maybe because you look like Santa and I look like Mary Poppins.
We look like the Wish version, like Wish.com ordered Mary Poppins, they get you, and Santa, they get me. That's what would happen.
Oh my god.
That's kind of...
that's the best.
That's pretty accurate, though.
That is so accurate.
I'm here to give gift to children. Where is Donkey? That's kind of what you get with me.
And I'm so just a spoonful of sugar away.
Yeah, let's call it sugar. See, this is the thing, guys. I usually, when we record, I will take like a solid hour to kind of decompress. Because I ramp up to the end where I do the motivation, and then it's like, now not having any sort of break whatsoever, it's going to get dirty real quick. I'll tell you that right now. But, we have people
are bending over.
They're folding themselves in half. Oh, that's the back one for camera. We'll talk about that a little bit later, maybe. Maybe on tomorrow's podcast, we'll explain what we've seen. The horrors that will ruin people's experience. Let's put it that way.
Should I start bending in front of the camera, too?
I don't think you have a choice at this point.
Let's save our audience.
This is... there's no saving you people. You're on your own. We'll give you the guidance, but it's you who must do with it.
I'm totally moving out of your way, too, so you guys can get a look at it, too.
Let's just say, like, sexiness comes in all forms. And
not that one.
It's so mean. You know what? I'm not as mad, but I still remember that she made a fat joke about me.
Oh my god.
It's pretty hurtful, guys. It's pretty hurtful. I'm right here.
He is such a woman.
You know what? I could punch her right in the fucking face. And she took the chance. I'm proud of her at one point, but at the same time, I kind of wish I took my opportunity and just cracked her one.
You don't want to punch me in the face. It gets weird from there. You think my shrine is big now.
Have you checked? Have you checked my Instagram?
No.
You should check
it right now. I don't go on the internet.
Can you check it right now?
I can't. I don't have my stuff. What was it?
Hold on, let me light my cigarette. Why don't you just talk for a couple minutes?
Somebody else is meant to go inside the change room.
No, but she's actually in good shape.
Yeah. Dino's like, open up the change room. Let's see what's going on.
You know what? We're not going to ask the change room. What the fuck? So not for camera, only for personal enjoyment. But, we're not dirty. We just like to say so.
You get so nervous in public. I'm loving it.
It's not that I'm nervous in public. It's more so that I'm worried that people will get angry. Because as we've seen lately, when people are getting angry, they don't really...
These kids to go away so that way I can smoke a doobie.
Maybe you should just wait for a little while and smoke a doobie later.
It's only a little bit.
I'm going to...
This is my Saturday, Dino.
This is your Saturday.
This is why I wanted to do it outside too. It is Saturday, people. It is a beautiful day. We're at the end of September. This was supposed to be my photo shoot day. Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
With Max.
Oh.
Yeah, it was supposed to be my photo shoot day.
Why didn't
Because I couldn't afford to do it. Yeah.
Well, you know what?
So,
it's okay.
It's okay.
We'll redo
so
it.
I was like, whatever.
So
It will be, we're going to record in the park and we're going to have happy days. And after we're done, Crystal's going for a camp, go to Darlington and find a place to
go somewhere.
go somewhere.
To go camping.
Oh, they're not going to see this for like a week. Hello.
Right? Those were two young men on skateboards. Not even good skateboards. They were like hipster skateboards. So let's be honest, that was creepy. Anyways, so on Instagram, just so you guys know, why you should follow me on Instagram is because Morning Motivational Rant, we do the announcement that an episode is up, okay? But I'll also include something very funny. What I concluded today was this. Why don't you read it?
Okay, so it says, security experts claim your sex robot could be hacked and reprogrammed to choke you. The joke's on you, I'm into that shit.
So, now what she doesn't describe is that the fact is that, so security experts claim your sex robot could be hacked and reprogrammed to choke you, and it has a picture of like one of those sex robots.
Oh my god, it totally looks like me a little bit.
It does kind of look like you a little bit, which was uncomfortable. But the next line is, it's He-Man pointing at the screen, like one of those, like where he would say things at the end. And he's like, haha, joke's on you, I'm into that shit. I have received very few likes on this picture, yet I've received a ton of messages going, I'm going, see, I know a lot of perverts. And the difference is, we don't like being outed as perverts, we just like being perverts.
I am outed as one a lot. By me.
Oh. I feel like somebody broke your volume button a while ago. Like really had at it. They're like, let's just crank it to 11. And they were like, no, that's broken now.
I've never had one. My mother was a very loud woman too. There was no secrets in our house. Not enough, that's for sure.
You definitely remind me of those kids who try and tell secrets and they're like, psst, Mom! You're like,
I totally peed the bed.
yeah. See, that's what you weren't supposed to say loud. And she said loud. She said it loud. I don't know why.
And the recording wedding stuff over there, we realized that it was...
And they're thinking that she peed her bed.
Well, I did. A long time. Probably way too long.
See, she said way too long, but we don't know what that was in reference to. Was it there was too long that she held her pee? Too long that she did pee without moving? Or was it too long ago? I'm thinking she peed too much. She waited too long before moving. She's like, well, it's warm, but I kind of feel wet. Not in a good wet. I definitely need to move. There was a long process where somebody's like, oh my god, I'm peeing, and they would get up. She was kind of like, it's my own, whatever.
Well,
other people enjoy it.
You know the guy that I totally turned down going to his trailer? I totally peed the bed one time with him in the bed. It was this little mattress that we put on the floor to watch TV, and I totally peed on it because I was a little bit drunk. So maybe my standards are okay.
Yeah, let's say that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be dark as fuck in this video, eh? That's okay, whatever.
No, you won't. I'm bright.
Interesting. Choice of words.
Fuck off.
Oh, not so nice when someone insults your insecurities, is it?
Should we say, oh, and the girl clapped at the person? That was a super bitchy move. I don't jump! Literally.
Listen.
Excuse me.
See, the thing is, she's trying to make the impression right in front of them. That's when you don't do the
Well, I'm
impression.
showing you what rude is.
But you showed me and not them.
Oh, she can hear me.
You know what? The whole idea is not to fight in the park. That's what we wanted to do. We want to not fight in the park. We want to create an enjoyable experience.
Don't let this dress fool you. I will get down if somebody goes to a complete stranger. Excuse me.
Stop doing it.
Stop doing it.
Stop doing it. Why do you have to do it? I don't understand. Where is the benefit? How are you going to win when I have to fight off 4 women?
Because that's not going to happen. I'm the woman. I'm the one that's going to have to do it.
Listen, you only get a few chances in life where you can punch one in the face and it'll be okay. When 4 people attack my friend, that's an opportunity. Okay?
It is an opportunity. See, let's take it. I'll give it to you.
That is an opportunity.
I'll give it to you. So are you sure you don't want me to start something? Maybe for that one chance.
Definitely not. We only have 2 cameras and no one handling them to be like, I got this angle. Because realistically, you're going to want to see it when I choke somebody out.
Yeah. Mine's already facing them, so we just gotta...
Listen, everyone's been very nice today, and I think
Yes.
we should just run on that note instead of...
And he wanted to get in the shady part, and I'm getting chilly. Good thing I wore my big padded bra so I won't get nippons. Not my big padded bra, but it just makes me look like I got a little bit something. Not just nipples.
I regret this decision thoroughly now at this point.
There's a squirrel. Squirrel.
Who called it? Who called it last episode? Who called it?
I still don't know what all the people were looking at.
So the gentlemen with the skateboards are walking back. Maybe
Yeah.
Crystal could pay attention to her camera instead of looking at the...
Well, he just pointed it out. Why would you point it out? Do you want me to go to jail?
I swear to Christ.
I don't think that's legal. I don't
You know what? Okay, so I've seen this on the internet many a times. They would refer to it like thirsty tweets, or someone's being real thirsty. Okay.
Ew, don't say that because I've been referred to that by that Red Dead Falls dude. So.
Well, I'll have you know, she just about eye-humped those guys as they walked by. She was like,
No, I didn't. I realized that they were not legal looking, so I stopped with my bad self and pulled that drool right back up in my mouth.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, there are some experiences you have to pay for. Others are only the delight of circumstance. We can only just be there and hope that the excitement comes our way.
This is such one of those delightful circumstances, isn't it, Dino?
It's a coinky dink.
A coink.
It's a
Skimmiterinky dinky.
That's not how that song goes either. I feel like
You.
we definitely had different childhoods, I'll tell you that much.
Well, then how
But
did
like
it
in
is how
such
it goes.
extreme ways in certain parts. And the thing is,
Was
like,
that a fart or a burp?
no, it was a burp. I have not
Okay.
farted yet. I feel like I might shit my pants if I fart. I farted a little earlier as we were walking over. I was testing the wind. She was on the other side. I was like, oh, so she's got to sit on that side to really make sure it counts. But at this point, I feel like it's one of those things where, you know when you get like a easy fart, it's clean, not too loud or anything. But then like you get one and you're going, that had a little bit of a stink on it. And maybe getting close to that time. And you say, now if I fart, there's a chance I might shit my pants.
Oh no.
And then,
not.
we're really in a park and I'm 40 minutes away from home. Not when I want to shit my pants. Like,
You can go to my house. I got 2 bathrooms.
She probably has very small toilets. They're all midgets. Every last one of them.
You're not like big. What do you mean small toilets? What's a big toilet? Like, what do you got?
I have a
Like
tall
throne?
toilet. Yeah, it
You're
really
like a
is.
throne.
It's like about 3 inches taller and it makes a big world of difference.
Yeah, my feet touch the ground on my toilet, but I got long legs, so my legs are like your length.
No.
Yeah, they are.
My legs aren't touching the bench right now. Like the fatness is, but my legs aren't, okay? See, this is...
Mine aren't either, look. See, look. Not touching the bench.
She barely has a leg. It's literally it's like a bone, like a string, wrapped in another string. That's about it.
It is so leg.
I think she's sad that the wedding party has moved behind her so they're not looking at her crotch anymore. That's what I think.
They were not looking. My dress is long. I'm
Yeah,
wearing like
but
a
let's-
librarian dress.
Yes, but it's like one of those librarians where you're like, oh, because
It
it's
is.
buttoned all the way down and then open at the bottom and you're going,
Yeah.
so, Miss Librarian, do you have a private office?
Yeah, it is one of those.
And she would say, sorry, I'm waiting for your friend. That's how that works. I am glad that my wife warned me about Crystal. That's perfect. It's like, so you're going into a private area to record.
Oh yeah, I always forget that people are married and that they can't just do random things with women like other. I'm sorry,
Well, they
Dino.
definitely can't do random things, especially on tape. It's a very... You're going to go into a secluded area of the park to record you two together. I love you, honey. I love my wife.
No, but it'd
And-
be worse if we weren't recording. Because why would we be meeting up in the park?
Listen, I have confidence in my game, but I don't think I'm record confidence.
Well, that's why I say it would be worse if we weren't recording in the park. If she was like, why does she want to meet you randomly for 2 hours in the park? If you guys aren't recording a show, I think that would be more awkward. Don't you think?
Yeah, I do. I really do. I'm more worried just about the audio that this is coming through. But
Oh my goodness, he's worried about the audio. Meanwhile, in every single video, his door is like, and then in my videos, all you hear thump, 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 thump.
I don't want to be in the picture.
You're not,
it's
it's
this way.
okay.
I think I was going fast. I do miss bike riding. Well, we're in Oshawa, so those fucking Karens are on something too. Don't worry.
Oh, the Karens are gone.
They're way over there.
I went and took pictures in that pretty park behind us that you can't see because Dino didn't want to record in there.
Because literally everyone has gravitated to that point.
Everybody could have been on Morning Motivational Rant.
You know what? Everyone doesn't pay for the camera, so fuck you. How about that? Asshole. Dickhead. We still have a lot more candy.
I know, so let's get into it. Dino brought a huge bag of candy, as you'll see from yesterday's episode. This was part of it, too. Some Whoppers. Can we open up the Whoppers?
Yeah,
I haven't asked him. I've just been grabbing them and opening them, and apparently that's rude because Dino brought the candy, so you gotta ask.
It's not rude, it's impolite. Very clear. I'm not
Which
saying
is another word for rude.
No, rude is if you're like, I'm taking all of them. Fuck
Rude
you.
is, and
Oh,
okay,
rude
well,
would be if
impolite.
you take the portion you want and then jam the rest into your crotch. That would be rude. Okay? Fucking dickhole.
Wasn't in my crotch, and they're in the
It was
box.
into the general vicinity of my crotch. What's the big deal? I'm wearing a dress.
They're in the box, not like my box. Like,
I love my wife. I love my wife. And there is at least 3 people that have watched this going, oh, that guy's not married. No way. And that hurts. It hurts a little bit.
huh?
But at the same time,
He's been married twice.
I know that's the
I
best
didn't even
part.
do it once.
That's the best part about this my story is because people are like, I'm like, yeah, married twice, not just once. I suckered 2 women. Can you imagine that? And this was the prize. Like, haha.
And I,
What a fucking asshole. Can you imagine? No. It's not very nice, Crystal.
I think it's plenty nice.
It is not nice at all.
It's not nice. Dino's about to get so mad at me.
I'm not mad. You smoked your own. I don't give a shit. Everyone's actually moved over.
Well, I did have a nice fresh one, but somebody was a half an hour late, and I was like, well, let's make this party more fun.
You know what? That's right. What we're missing from this is her getting more high. That's a
Yeah.
good point. That's definitely a good point.
Don't be a hater on my highness, okay?
Those 2 were definitely not words.
Oh, I still don't want to be in the picture.
Don't worry, it's this way.
That guy.
Definitely.
He definitely just scored.
Yeah, I did.
Good for him. So there's 2 people hanging out. Did you see these 2 people over here? Right there?
Where?
Who right there? Across
Yeah.
the thing? So they're standing very, very close to the edge of the water.
Yeah.
And neither of them look very agile, let's say. And they are continuously getting really close to the water to try and take pictures. And I'll tell you, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a little extra of that.
I'm so happy people don't
Coinkydink
watch
delight.
me. I go like seclude myself in places because I'm so clumsy and stuff, and I take so many chances. And like I've worn these like high-heeled shoes in the bush and stuff, and been like,
So the key here is, if you're going to watch her, don't let her see you. That's what she likes. She likes the surprise.
yeah. I always assume somebody's watching me, so I try to pose pretty. Like, when I'm getting in dress, I do it slow, like, just in case. I do it.
And this is the question is, how far is too far? Because what I want to say is something like, that's why she sleeps in a 1-person tent with her ass in the air and her face on the ground. But, is that too much? I don't think so. That's what I think.
No.
You didn't have to embrace it though, did you really? She's like, no, that happens. And it's like right arched up there. This is a horrible thing. Okay. Well, we have recorded quite a bit, so that's pretty good. You gotta keep an eye out on your time though, just because you're the one who has less battery.
Oh my God, here we go, folks.
What?
You're the one that didn't charge your thing enough, so we really got to make sure that your time is quite accurate. I still have 33 minutes.
Let's be very clear, very clear. None of those words were said by me. I said, hey, your one is what will decide the factor. That's me saying, hey, I need your help. And what does she say? I regret not punching her in the face. I'll tell you that much.
There's just enough wind. I'm having a hard time lighting my new me.
Just
He's so embarrassed by me.
Pleasant coincidences that happen, and you get to mock them. I love it. I love it. It's very enjoyable. I've had no problem lighting my cigarettes.
So
I'm a good
embarrassed
person.
by because cigarettes are so much better than weed.
That's true. I help white, old, rich men keep getting gas in their Rolls Royces.
So do I. You're welcome, Justin Trudeau.
I don't consider Justin
And
Trudeau.
I don't buy
know
tweed.
Justin Trudeau is rich, but I don't consider him wealthy, though.
No.
I don't know.
Well, he's pretty wealthy.
I think, but his kids are retarded. He's a retard. So,
Yeah.
realistically, I don't feel that
I gotta
would be a
make
wealth
friends with
thing.
him, though. Because I want to take over his position. So I gotta buddy him.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. That couple, I'm pretty sure they're open to it.
Not her.
Did you see that? How about the story on her and Idris Elba?
She's with the Clintons. Oh no. Does that mean I'm gonna have to get friendly with the Clintons?
And Hillary knows what you said.
Oh yeah, she does. I tagged her.
That actually looks really fun.
Yeah, it does. Aw. Hello.
Hello. It's totally pimped out. Okay.
Oh,
So it's like an
man.
electric scooter, but it's got like brass plating and copper plating all over it.
It
looks
has,
totally
like,
pimped out.
Yeah, it does.
And he's got his old lady on the back, and she looks a lot older than he does. Let's be honest. She has not aged as well as he has.
Shh. Don't mock that, because that's going to be me in my future.
But she's gonna have a ventriloquist dummy driving.
No.
No, a real person.
Mine's going to be a real person.
Good chance it won't. But hey,
Okay, now there's like a little girl there, so I got to be discreet about
you
it.
really should be. It's not very nice.
No. Yes, you're smoking a cigarette.
Because I'm a good person.
Don't be influential on little people.
That's the whole idea of having a podcast, is trying to be influential.
No, I don't want to be influenced. I don't want to be the influence. Do not be influenced by me. But be influenced by me, but like in a good way. Because I have good qualities.
That's true.
So,
Her technical skills, unparalleled.
my technical skills are wonderful.
I don't care that I said it in front of her. It's still funny. Fuck it. Doesn't matter.
He thinks that my technical skills problems are the one that's going to insult me. Oh no! That was like when the crack dealer used to be like, "You're not smoking that right." Oh no! What a shame! I don't know how to smoke crack properly.
You know, it's just being rude. She's just being rude at this point. She's like, I can't take helpful criticism. You can't tell me how to do things. I'm like, hey, can you search for that file? No, I'm gonna go do my own thing.
I erased it. Okay, I must.
Did you really?
Well, yeah, because I erased all my things because they weren't loading.
So you're gonna see
pretty
in the next
sure.
couple of days, guys, that shit's gonna hit the fan. And
But then you'll see this.
The key episode of After That, which was a great episode, you have to admit, it was a great episode. We only have half of. So that's not really nice, but
No,
it'll still work.
we got it. We'll get it. We'll find it somewhere. I don't know where.
I still don't think she's looked, just so you guys know. I don't think she has. She hasn't. I can tell on her face she's a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. She's like, I have 3 memory cards. I'll check them all day. She didn't check shit. She just
did
believes.
check the
She
one.
believes it's gone. She's not willing.
No,
I'm like,
I
take
did
5
check the
minutes.
one that
Take
it's
5
on.
minutes and check them all. Just do that for me.
I checked the
son
one
of a bitch.
because I have these 5 minutes. Okay, you guys. Okay, I have
She doesn't
no
have 5 minutes.
time
You know what? You're right.
to
You
work
are right.
on anything
I know.
towards
I know.
anything that
I
I
know.
want for me.
I know.
Everything, my whole day is consumed of everybody else's life. Literally, my whole day is consumed around everybody
Today's
else's life.
motivation is going to be on time management and how shitty some people are.
Whoa. Whoa. Time management by somebody that has all the time. Because all he does is watch Netflix all day.
It's a good point. I don't just watch Netflix. I watch the YouTube.
The YouTube.
I watch Prime Video.
Prime Video,
And
Disney.
sometimes, I'll play video games.
There's your problem. And there's your sign.
You know what? know what? She flashed a wedding party. Okay? She flashed a wedding party, and my problem is video games. What the fuck
At
is
least
that
I'm
shit?
wearing nice panties. They liked it.
That's pretty good. You know what? I'll give you that one. That's pretty fair.
They were
if you're going to give
good.
somebody a show,
Can
make it
make sure
worthwhile.
you were, and I shaved today because I was wearing a dress.
See, she already got the compliment, and she's like, no, I need more compliments. I shaved my nethers. And you're like, that's not for what we would call public concern. This lady's on the run.
It is for the wedding party.
Apparently not, because you could totally see her underwear through her dress. So,
Good. Told you.
not really.
I told
Maybe
you.
it's better that we didn't have them on camera. Just saying.
Told you.
Because
Did you see it? Right?
they weren't pretty either. They were like granny panties.
Yeah. The fuck.
Possibly Spanx. You know what? We might have seen just some Spanx. There's a good chance that she had pretty panties underneath her Spanx, which is a bad idea. I think you would want some sort of moisture collection in your
No,
underwear
you
under
put the
Spanx.
pretty panties on top of the Spanx.
Or you get like flesh-colored
I
Spanx.
think Spanx are just a bad idea. It's like
You know
wearing
what?
a
It's really
padded
unfair
bra.
that she's the one who's like, yeah, Spanx are unfair. She has like literally just barely flesh on her skin. Okay? It's not really, that's not very fair. Okay,
I
ladies?
just think
So
it's a bad idea. Okay, I've
I
had to
don't
wear
think so.
them in my life. Okay, I have had to put them on in my lifetime. I did go through a couple years, 3
You wear
years.
Spanx as a hat? Where did you wear them in your life?
I went through
As a
a
muzzle?
3-year stint where things weren't as tight as they should have been. Okay, and during those 3 years, well, after, like in between those 3 years, I had to put on some Spanx. But it was horrible. You couldn't date in Spanx or nothing because once you take them off, it's like a padded bra. It's like what, everything comes blah 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 out, and they take forever to get on and off. So like it's like, yeah, I'll be right out, and then you're like in there for a half an hour peeling them off of the stuff that's just gonna pour out, and then you're all self-conscious and you have to have the lights off because they have no idea what the fuck they're getting into. So like. You're like, don't touch that. Don't
honestly,
put it there. Don't touch that. Oh, don't grab there.
Let's be honest, don't put it there. Probably not what was said, but let's.
Sometimes it's like, nope, not there. I don't even know how it's confused for there. Not the same. Feels different. I know, I touch it every day. Both. Everybody wipes their butt. It's not weird.
See, no, but you said I touched them both. That's not wiping your butt. Wiping your butt is wiping your butt.
Well, I wipe my vagina too. Well, I go pee and then throughout the day, just like everybody else. Quite a few times a day. I drink a lot. I had to go pee before we started this because I was waiting for half an hour. I timed my bathroom too before I left because I'm like, okay, but then, you know, it's a half an hour later and I drank a whole slushy. You were a half an hour later.
I was late. Yeah, that's fair. But why the whole slushy? That's the that is the
because I smoked the whole day. So I listen to a lot of good tunes too, so maybe not want to stop. So
not a whole slushy. That's all it's-
it was a whole session
Why the whole slushy?
because I was thirsty. I get thirsty. I need to be
I understand
hydrated. See, as you said, I'm thirsty. Aw, shit, I'm totally gonna miss that young kid unchanging from his baseball uniform.
I don't know, baseball games are pretty long. Maybe you'll catch it on the way out.
Maybe he had a Jesus fish on the back of his car, but he was totally looking at me as he was undressing. Like, I didn't know where to look. My car was facing him.
Was he making that like that ass move where he's taking over?
Pretty much. Yeah, he was. And he like even did one of these, like, you know, like, look at me, and he did like the stretch thing, like, yeah, that's right. And you could tell that,
right there, you should have known that guy's not of age.
and my
That is
old
only
lady
what he has
wrinkles
seen
were
in-
shining
in,
in the
like,
sun. And I'm like,
Teeny bop movies and like.
and he knew I was way too old for him to be undressing in front of, because my old lady wrinkles were shining in the sun, and I couldn't stop giggling. I couldn't, and I didn't know what to do. I felt so awkward, but I couldn't stop giggling because it was like a slow motion striptease, and he was staring right at me. It felt so weird about it.
I wish I was there. I honestly wish I was there.
Well, if you were on time, you would have been.
I was on time. See, sometimes you miss the coincidence.
You would have been, and then maybe I wouldn't have felt so awkward about it. Because I had nobody to giggle, like nobody to share the moment with. I tried to text Dino.
Oh, you had somebody to share the moment with. I'll tell you that.
We were sharing a moment. I think I just took his virginity. At least he took mine.
Oh, God. Yeah, that sounds about right. This is going to hell. Was it canceled at 3, butt stuff at 9, guys?
Butt stuff, no butt
This
stuff.
time we waited closer to about
This
25
kid looks
minutes.
too new for butt stuff.
Well,
Hopefully he's not into
there's a
it.
whole family, so let's be careful.
Yeah. Let's not talk about butt stuff for a minute. Like, we'll give it 10 minutes. You're smoking too. Maybe we should put out that cigarette.
I'm trying.
Dirty
Okay.
bird.
But I wish
Hello. Hello.
See, these are
Welcome
all
to Morning
people.
Motivational Rant.
So that happened, guys. It's
See,
very
I
exciting.
told you it was a great idea. Everybody can be on Morning Motivational
I'm
Rant.
pretty sure the youngest girl just pointed at me and said, Santa.
Yes, it is. Yes,
just-
it is, honey.
I
You
feel-
tell them what you want for Christmas.
Yeah, but the teenage girl was pretty hot, so I was
I think that was a wife. I think that was the mom.
Who's the fat one in front?
That was a photographer. Yeah, I saw them taking pictures.
I don't know, she's still hot.
Yeah,
3 kids, not bad.
thanks. She was cool. She was a hot little thing.
Yeah, not a fan of the puffy shoulder, but there's the shirt where the shoulders come down, but they're all puffy. I'm like, yeah, wasn't really pretty in the 80s. It's not pretty now.
Renaissance. That's more like a Renaissance thing. That's like one of those like princess dresses. Like,
I know exactly what you're saying, but
like a Renaissance thing. We should ask people a little bit. We should start interviewing people.
Mom Whopper?
Yeah, I do. We should start interviewing people. Welcome to Morning Motivational Rant. So, ladies, how is this stretching going? Excuse me.
Oh my god. Please don't start shit. You dropped a Whopper. Just don't step on it. Or sit on it, and then you get chocolate butt. Chocolate butt is a real issue.
I've had it. I've had chocolate boob, I've had chocolate butt, I've had chocolate belly, I've had chocolate face.
Those Whoppers don't taste as good as I remember.
Because they're from a convenience store. People don't buy them often.
Yeah, probably. I met a guy from South Africa years and years ago. Nice guy. He had a laugh like a cackle like her. And you go, ha, ha, ha. It was very funny. And the thing is, and he loved being ripped on too, so it was always good. Now, he was from South Africa. Now, in South Africa, he was here and I was like, hey, do you want to grab some lunch? He's like, sure. And I asked him, what do you guys want to do? And I was like, hey man, let's go get some Whoppers. And I was like, yeah, let's go get some Whoppers. And he's like, because in South Africa, when you refer to a Whopper, it means your penis.
Well, good for them.
And well, I think so. Like that's
quite
I got a
something
Whopper,
to.
man.
Yeah.
That's why I think I really.
That is quite the reference. I never heard of that.
It's true.
I like
And
that.
I'm just saying how much
Good for them.
I wanted to explain it because I really enjoyed going, hey, you want a Whopper? And you were like, yes, I do. And I'm like, that seems like life imitating art, art imitating
Not a
life.
good time for you. For that to be like, I almost drove 3 hours just to get a very inappropriate Whopper. Not even
That
quite the
sounds
Whopper.
like it's got a barrel roll. I'm just saying in there.
Not even quite the Whopper. Just like a
Hey, that's
junior
not.
Whopper.
You know what? That's not nice. That's not nice.
A Whopper Junior.
That is not. Listen, that's not nice.
Fuck that guy. Now that I think about it, the more and more,
So
I
guys,
am
you can
mad.
expect a comment on this video that's gonna say, I don't have Whopper
Not
Junior.
the Red Falls guy. The other guy won't comment because he doesn't want anyone to know that we know each other.
So, the video that you guys are going to see soon, essentially everything went to shit. And this is a little commentary afterward because I was like, so Victoria walked in right after I finished, and I have my head in my hands, and she's like, what's the matter? I'm like, I think I lost my friend. I don't know what's going on. And I was like, I don't even know if we're going to be recording again. Like, I have no idea what's happening. And And I didn't message Crystal for the whole day. And the following day, what I got, which made me laugh, it really did make me laugh.
That's what I'm here for.
was if you remember, there was a episode in Friends where Joey didn't know where to put quotations. So she sent me a gif of him going, "I'm sorry." And I laughed. I laughed a lot. And it was like early too. And Victoria's like, "What is happening?" And I laughed. And my response was, "You can't use that for like 6 months. You just can't use that for 6 months. Because it's just,
But it was fun.
It was pretty fun. It was funny. But yeah, so
I'm sorry.
well, then you made quotations again. I'm like, I don't think you use those appropriately either. You're very much Joey. You're great at playing yourself, but there's certain little things that you're like, I don't know what that means. Why are you don't knowing that don't know? No, I don't know what that means. Is more.
I think it's for like if the person.
Oh no, I know what it means. I know what it means. You don't. I'm very clear on that. God damn it. Sometimes, I swear to Christ, it's like there's some times where you're just going, nah. That's just not what we're going to do.
Well, listen, we had very different upbringings, and some of us just got taught different things.
Yeah, that's one explanation.
I can teach you whole different things than you know too. I got many
Both
different
my mother
skills.
and wife have warned me about these kind of things. I think I'm good. That lady's doing a headstand. Holy shit.
I can do that.
Despite what you might think. Not a contest. Nobody cares.
I'm very competitive.
Trust. Plus, she's like twice your size. So, the fact that you can, yeah, let's hope so. If you can, what the fuck?
You need to work out.
So, like, if I was like, yeah, I could do that, that would be impressive. Because I'm 400 pounds of giant.
Like, if somebody's doing something, I'm like, I want to do that. I can do that. What are you doing? I can do it.
You know what I want to do? I want to walk up to a tree, punch it so hard that the entire trunk breaks, and be like, can you do that?
Yeah.
Shut your fucking mouth.
I'll try it. I'll try it.
I'm looking for a tree to shoot. Like that little tree, I could rip it right out.
I'll climb the tree. I'll be like, yeah, you do this? You knock it over, I'll climb it, start sawing my way down. And take the whole tree down and be like, damn, there's your tree down.
I think Crystal just admitted she likes to scissor with a tree. I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah, nowadays. Hello. Oh, the babies. I want to smell it.
What the Chicks get weird around babies.
Babies smell so good. You're like,
And that kid had a massive head.
I got it ever.
That kid had these cute little feet sticking out. You're like, oh, look at his little chubby feet. And you saw his head, and his head, whoa. That, there's some lady who has had crutches since her pregnancy.
Hopefully she had a C-section.
She might have like a walker. She may have a walker with like an extra padded seat. You know how you can get a walker with a seat on it, but it's got extra padding, maybe a donut? Because that kid's head destroyed some pussy.
She hopes C-sections.
Straight up.
Hopefully C-sections for that pussy.
You'd have to make a K-section with that, man. that
was a big head.
That was a massive cranium.
A really
Like
big
that
head.
kid better be smart or he's gonna look stupid. Like, just saying. I don't know what he's carrying around there. Maybe a bomb. He might be a nuclear weapon. Possibly a robot from the future. I don't know.
Maybe he's an alien. Aliens have big heads. According to people that have seen aliens, which can we trust those people? I think it's really just
I don't think we can trust us, to be honest, at this point.
Shit, no. Shit, no. No, actually, we're the most to be trusted. Like,
That's definitely not true.
I think so, because we're the most realist. Is that...
First things first, I'm the realist.
Okay.
Looking for?
I'm the one that does it. I was just seeing. I'm so bad. I need to get myself some thing somewhere because I was just checking to see if there's a man sitting on a bench by himself. Is that guy by himself, or is that a girl?
You know what the funny thing is? It's like, it's not just the insult of the abandonment, but you're like, I'm a man too, and I deserve compliments. I know I look like an ogre,
all the
but like
time.
honestly, she's
you
literally
for
looking
our
around.
first like 50 episodes.
I did enjoy that. I'll tell you that much. I felt very pretty. I did feel very pretty.
Thought that I was definitely have a thing for the Dino.
We all know she still has it. Let's be honest.
So I was like, relax yourself on complimenting Dino. It's just because you're so like, oh, my weight and stuff. And I'm like, oh, but it's not a bad thing. So I wanted you to feel beautiful.
The worst
I
part
was
is,
trying
like,
to make
look,
you feel beautiful.
as good as a man will be, and loyal and all that, whenever a girl compliments him still, in his mind, he's like, she wants my dick. And that's why it's uncomfortable. Like I've had people who are like, oh, looking good. And I'm like, thanks, I love my wife. Just because it's,
Oh my God.
immediately, no, and you know what? I don't know if it's societal or it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But I'll tell you, anytime somebody's like, oh, you look good, I'm like, yeah, she wants my dick. No problem. I've never acted on it.
Women do that too, though, because every guy that smiles at me, I'm like, he totally wants to fuck me.
Oh, you know what? And honestly, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's more so what people do about it.
Yes.
Where they're like, everybody looks at me, wants to fuck me, and you're like, yeah, that's because your dick's hanging out. It's not really, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Hello.
I really think people think we're recording the other way around, which doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't think
Because,
I know. Why would we be doing that? Talking behind
the
the.
crackhead bike ride down. He ducked down on his bike. He did like John Wick on the horse, like went to the side of it so he wouldn't be seen. Like that kind of thing. He's like, I don't want to be on your camera. And we're like, they're pointing this way.
This is our background here.
It's very peculiar.
So we're not gonna. Our cameras are literally facing a path.
Yeah.
We're not gonna stop and be like, hey.
Well, it seems kind of stupid to have them recording the path when we're standing right behind it.
Yeah.
It's what are we waiting for? There
I mean,
aren't
it
that
is
many
a
people
pretty
falling into the
view.
water. Sure, but
We're right here, so.
this is in your view instead.
Yeah.
And as we know, apparently that's not good enough.
Oh my God. I'm sitting here
I had
months and months and months without anything. And the last time before the one time that I got something was like a year. So yeah, I am sorry that I am in need of some spooning. So I'm checking to see if there are men sitting by themselves on benches in a park.
See, it's that kind of confidence that men will never have or should never have. Where you're like, that person's alone, I'm going to go spoon him. Because a girl could probably get away with it. Most girls, even ugly girls, I'm not wingmaning this shit, so I don't know what you're asking me for. She's like, listen, you distract the other one, I'm going to spoon the other one. That's not... And she makes it sound like she's an octopus, like she could spoon anyone. She's 2 feet tall, she has hands instead of arms just sticking out from the top. It's like, you can't even be a spoon.
I want to be spooned.
It's honestly, it's like, that's the thing is, like, you see this, where she would just, like, back up into him, and he'd be like, all right, I'm down with it.
Yeah.
And whereas, like, a man can never, like, walk up to a girl and go, hey, I'm going to spoon you. That's when they're, like, pepper spray right in the fucking eyeball. And the police afterward.
Yeah, because that's true.
Yeah.
The times
Well,
I
think
end up
about it, if
inappropriately
look,
spooned, it's been uncomfortable.
Let's put it this way, okay? So I'm standing here, we're about 3 feet away, and the fact is, I have like go-go gadget arms, I can do this, okay? That's what's gonna happen, okay? I can spoon an elephant. But the elephant would still fucking tusk me right in the fucking face.
Oh,
so it's not...
Charge the battery pack.
What is it down to?
It's on red.
Yeah, but what does it say for timing?
Doesn't say.
Doesn't say, it's on red. Okay,
It's
so
still
you know
recording.
what? We'll shut it down then.
Okay.
Guys, so Morning Motivational Rant. Here, you know what? Even Sue, what you can do is we can just do both of us.
Okay.
You wanna do that? Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay,
we're gonna stop with her
guys,
camera.
Stop with my camera. We're moving on over. Woo!
All right. So let's try it.
Welcome.
You have to move over.
Okay.
Okay. Not that close. I'm a married man. Let's do.
Now we can see our size difference.
I'm a giant, and she's.
Hi guys.
Anyways, so this is gonna be weird.
Motivate people, Dino. Don't make it weird. I swear to God, if you have the vid, I'm gonna throat punch you.
Why? I literally don't leave my house ever.
I know.
So morning motivation for today. Just put your hands down. You know what? Let's say, there's a lot of pressure even we have right now. We have second wave, whatever is happening. You might want to just close it. That way it just doesn't fuck with anything. So we have a lot of people that are having situations right now. We have CERB is supposed to be coming to an end. We're having such an asshole. So I can't see because there's a total glare, so I can't even tell if anything's going on. But so the point is this: with everything that's happening, I think one of the important things, and Victoria and I were talking about this today, was just how regrouping every couple weeks, just to like where we at, both mentally and emotionally, financially. All those ways are very helpful, just because the simple fact is that after all is said and done, we're just trying to make things work, right? So it's weird to not be able to do that. But we can still manage our own emotional, mental, and financial health as long as we do it as a team, as long as, and for those people who are by themselves and everything, I get it, but schedule some time in your lives to do that kind of stuff, because checking, it's what's referred to as a pulse check, is just to see that everything's still pumping, everything's still going, because a lot of the times we're very worried and concerned with what's happening around us, that we miss sight of what's important to us. We've talked about before the idea of paying yourself first, and saving first, and you first, and you first, and a lot of very successful people have reiterated this information on a regular basis, yet we're asked on a daily basis from an employer, from family, from a spouse even, to do these things for them. And we have to kind of keep into perspective what it is we're really doing. Because if we don't do that kind of stuff, if we don't take care of our significant others, our employer, our family members, then we may feel guilty. So it's a question of, are we feeling guilty justifiably, or are we still trying to handle our own stuff? Because the fact is, like, I have parents at home that are ill. You have family members that are ill. So, there's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I'm lazy as fuck, so I don't really do much. And it still affects my schedule. It still affects what I do on a daily basis. And you know what? That's not a bad thing. But being able to have a conversation, being able to say, hey, can you guys not do this? Or, hey, I need to do this. Expressing ourselves in that way, and that's why communication really helps. Now, in some situations where people are just assholes, it makes it even harder. But that's the thing is, people will use guilt of, well, I need your help to do this. Okay, I understand that, and that's fine. So, but we can't allow those things to, we can allow them to affect us, but not allow them to burden us. Charge the battery pack. Okay, so we're just about done anyway. So but realistically, guys, the whole idea is that, honestly, take care of yourselves first, because if you're not taken care of, how are you able to take care of others? Yeah. I think that's all I have to say. Crystal, where can everyone find you?
Simply me on YouTube, Morning Motivational Rant, and Crystal Morency on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and Dino the Genetic Marvel.
It's always different. Every time. Guys, Dino the Genetic Marvel. I am on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the Twitter. But Morning Motivational Rant, crap, I'm not going to be able to remember all the things that we're on. But, so is YouTube, Instagram, we have a Facebook fan page, Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Breaker Casts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, maybe a few others. I can't do that off my heart. That's a lot. Anyways, guys, stay motivated. Have a great day, and we will definitely see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye.